Now friends, we have a preparation of alcohol. So just keep the mind, if you want to add H2 to any compound, so you need three catalysts, that is nickel, platinum or palladium. And suppose you want to add H, that is a nascent hydrogen, and it can be any number, maybe twice, thrice, four times or five times and so on. So we need certain catalyst which is known as the reducing catalyst. So LiLH4, Na plus C2H5OH, NaBH4, SnHCl, ZnHCl, FeSCl, and zinc mercury, etc. There are many more also, but these are the main which are used in your book. So some of them are very strong, some of them are moderate, and some of them are weak reducing agent. So you will find often these, but all these reducing agent have the same function to add the number of H. So by using this, we have to go for reactions. I am taking this because most of the books have they have taken this catalyst as a reducing agent. So first preparation we have of alcohol, that RH plus aqueous KOH gives you ROH plus KCl, that we have done in the alkyl halide chapter. The same. Now it is a property of alkyl halide, but here it is a preparation of alcohol. Same alkene plus HOS, that will give you alcohol, that depend on the Markovnikov rule. If there are 3 and plus carbon, so Markovnikov rule will be applied, otherwise you can simply add it. Now with twice of RCHO with twice of H, that is aldehyde. So this H1H will go with this hydrogen with the second carbon, and OH will come here. So that will give you OH and H. So ultimately it is RCH2OH, which is a primary alcohol. Same way, suppose we are adding RCOH plus 4H. So this carbon will take 2H, and this oxygen will take 1H. So that will form water. So ultimately we get a product RCH2OH plus H2O. Same way RCOCl, that is acid chloride group with 4H, that will give you RCH2OH plus HCl. Same way anhydride group, these two R may be same, may be different. So depending on the R, you can get a mixture or twice quantity. So add H2O, so that will give you RCH2OH and R dash CH2OH, it's a mixture, plus H2O. Same way if you take ketone here, RCOR dash, so twice of H will give you RCHOH and R dash. So that is a 2-degree alcohol. So with ketone you always keep in the mind that ketone will give you always, ketone will give you secondary alcohol with twice of H. Now we have a next RNH2, that is react with the HNO2, so I have taken this in the form of HONO. So 2N will form N2 and this H with oxygen form H2O. So that will give you ROH plus N2 plus H2O. Same way we have a RCOR dash, that is ester react with the 4H, so that gives you RCH2OH plus R dash OH. So it's a give you mixture. Suppose you change alkyl group here, so we will get different alcohol here. Next is HCHO, that is a formaldehyde. I have written the structure also, HC double bond OH. So metal always react with the oxygen, and the carbon attached to the oxygen will always receive the alkyl group. So this is your HCHOMgX, and this carbon got the alkyl group. When you react with the water further, so this OH again react with the magnesium because it is a minus valency. So that will give you RCHOH, RCH2OH. So that is nothing but 1-degree alcohol with MgX and OH. Same way you take RCHO, any RCHO, will react with the RMgX. So again the process is same, magnesium will attack on the oxygen. So OMgX and R dash will be received by this carbon. So further when you react with the HOH, so that will give you RCHOH, R dash plus MgX and OH. So just keep in the mind, when you have more than one carbon in aldehyde, so it will give you secondary alcohol. When you have single carbon, it will give you primary alcohol. And now ketone will give you tertiary alcohol. This is the concept. So RCOR dash, that is ketone plus R double dash MgX. Again Mg will react with the oxygen, so it will give you OMgX, and R double dash will be received by this carbon. So when you react with the water, so ultimately it will give you tertiary alcohol and plus MgX and OH. So this is your concept. Now I am taking one reaction with 2 carbon. So here it is ethyl chloride with aqueous KOH will give you ethyl alcohol plus KCl, ethene plus HOH, that will give you ethyl alcohol. Ethanol will give you ethanol. Ethanoic acid will give you ethanol. Ethanoic chloride will give you ethanol. Ethanoic anhydride gives you mixture of ethyl alcohol. 2 ethyl alcohol we can say. Suppose this R is different, so you will get a mixture. If both are same, so you will get the twice quantity. Same way, we have a ketone with 2H gives you 2 degree alcohol, that is propanol, so it will give you 2 propanol. Same way, ethylamide will give you ethyl alcohol, methyl ethanoate will give you ethyl alcohol plus methyl alcohol. This carbon, if it is different, so you will get a different alcohol group. So SCHO plus RMGH, since total carbons are 2, so it will give you ethyl alcohol. Same way, CH3 C double bond OH plus CH3, so total carbon is 3, so that will give you 2 propanol. Same way, you have a ketone, so ketone will give you tertiary alcohol. So CH3 C double bond O CH3 plus CH3 MgCl. So O will received by the Mg and R will be received by the carbon group. So ultimately, this will give you 2 methyl 2 propanol. So this is your 1 degree alcohol. This is your 2 degree alcohol here, and it is your 3 degree alcohol. So these three are used for the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. So just keep in the mind, HCHO will give you primary alcohol, RCHO will give you secondary alcohol, ketone will give you tertiary alcohol. Carbon may be different in tertiary and secondary. So this is your concept about preparation of alcohol. Now friends, we have another reaction, that is alcohol preparation again. So when you take propane with this mercury acetate, so this OH will come to this position and one COH will come as a CH3COH. So this mercury will be further removed by twice of H. So one H will come with this and one H will go with this, so that will give you 2 propanol plus CH3COH and mercury. So this reaction is known as the oxymercuration demercuration reaction, or sometimes it is only known as the oxymercuration reaction. Next reaction we have thrice of CH3 CH double bond CH2, that is propene plus BH3. So all these 3 H will come to this end, so that will give you CH3 CH H and CH2 whole thrice with B. So B will be coming out. Now when we react further with this H2O2 thrice, that is peroxide. So thrice of HOH I have written in this way. So 3 OH will come to this and 3 OH will go with the boron. So you will get the thrice of propanol or plus BOS thrice, and this reaction is known as the hydroboration reaction. Now friends, we entering into the properties of the alcohol. So if you see carefully, this alcohol will providing you alkyl halide up to here, and this is the property of the alkyl preparation of the alkyl halide, but it is a property of alcohol now. So these reactions we have already done in the alkyl halide chapter. So alcohol plus PCl5, alcohol plus PCl3, alcohol plus SOCl2, alcohol plus NaBr plus H2SO4, alcohol plus HCl in the presence of ZnCl2. So they all will give you alkyl halide, respective alkyl halide plus the addition product like this. Now next concept, that 6th reaction, alcohol when react with the concentrate H2SO4 in the presence of 433 Kelvin, that will give you respective alkene plus H2O. This we have done in the preparation of the alkene. Now this reaction is new for you. So when twice of alcohol in the presence of concentrate H2SO4 at the temperature of 413 Kelvin, that will give you ROR, that is ether group plus H2O. So alcohol direct can be converted into ether by this way, and the temperature is 413. Now metal always displays the hydrogen if it is in the reactivity state. So if you say CH3 CH2 OH at copper and 573 Kelvin, so H2 will come out, this will give you RCHO, while the secondary alcohol will give you ketone. Now when alcohol react with the K2Cr2O7, that convert into aldehyde first, and if you keep this aldehyde for more time in K2Cr2O7, it will give you carboxylic acid. So whenever you find KMnO4, K2Cr2O7, any oxidizing agent, so don't balance the oxygen there, because they provide the oxygen itself. Now when metal ROH react with the twice of Na, so hydrogen is displaced, you will get RONA plus H2. Same way ROH plus NaOH, and the OH water will be formed, so that will give single RONA plus H2O. When ROH react with the NH3, that will give you RNH2 plus H2O. So this is your properties of alcohol. Now I am taking this all example with 2 carbon. You can take 3 carbon, 4 carbon, 5 carbon, 6 carbon, that is your choice. So you can for the practice you can go for 3 carbon, 5 carbon, 6 carbon, whatever you want. Concept will remain same. So R can vary 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 carbon. So I am taking the example with 2 carbon. So ethyl alcohol when react with the PCl5, PCl3, SOCl2, they will give you ethyl chloride plus the product which is we have already done in the alkyl halide. Same way alcohol with NaBr gives you this ethyl alcohol will give you ethyl bromide. Same way ethyl alcohol with HCl gives you ethyl chloride. Ethyl alcohol concentrate H2SO4 with 433 Kelvin and this is 413 Kelvin. So with 433 Kelvin it gives you ethene, but twice alcohol with 413 Kelvin gives you ethoxyethane. Now ethyl alcohol when react with the copper that give you ethanol. Further if you react this K2Cr27, so that will give you ethanoic acid. When 2-propanol react with the copper 575, that will give you propanol plus H2. Now ethyl alcohol with K2Cr27 give you ethanol, while the 2-propanol will give you propanol. So this is your aldehyde and ketone preparation. This is coming for the first time, we haven't done previously. Now again ethyl alcohol with twice of Na gives you sodium ethoxide. Same way with NaOH gives you sodium ethoxide plus H2O. And with ethyl alcohol with NH3 that will give you ethylamine and plus H2O. So this is your properties of alcohol. So now for the practice you take 3 carbon and you just try to write the name of all these questions. Now friends, we come to the acidic character of the alcohol. So first you understand what is acidic. So acidic means any substance which donate H. Although there are three definitions for acidic character which I have told you in equilibrium chapter. So here we need only one property of the alcohol. So I am just considering myself to this. Otherwise there is a Arrhenius theory, there is a Lewis theory, there is a Bronsted-Lowry theory which I have given a detail in equilibrium chapter. Now if OH bond is weak, so H will be lost easily. When H is lost easily, so it is means it's an acidic nature. So all the alcohols are acidic in nature. So here, due to small size and high electronegativity of the O, oxygen molecule, oxygen attract the electron of hydrogen. As a result, the OH bond become weak. When OH bond become weak, so H is lost, and as a result, it shows the acidic character. Now, due to this acidic character of this electronegativity of the OH, so primary alcohol undergo SN2 reaction, tertiary alcohol undergo SN1 reaction. So this is 3 carbon, this is 2 carbon, this is 1 carbon. So this is primary alcohol, this is secondary alcohol, and this is your tertiary alcohol. So primary, secondary, and tertiary. Now primary alcohol has a less positive I effect. Alkyl group always give you positive I effect. So this gives you less positive I effect. This gives little higher positive I effect because of the 2 alkyl group, and this is the highest I positive effect because 3 alkyl groups are there. So all will give the electron to the carbon. So now what happened on this way with 1R, with 2R, with 3R? If you see the stability, that increases in this order. So stability increases as 3 degree is more stable than 2 degree than 1 degree. So this is your one result. Same way acidic property that decreases. So primary is the more acidic than secondary than tertiary. This result comes there. Now same way reactivity increases because the polarity increases. So 3 degree is more reactive than 2 degree than 1 degree alcohol. Same way when you go for ease of dehydration, so that will increase from 3 degree is more than 2 degree than 1 degree. Same way the reactivity with HI. So since the size of halogen is higher, so HI bond is weaker. So reactivity will be in the order HI is more reactive than HBr than HCl with alcohol. So this is the result of your alkyl group attached to the carbon and containing the functional group OH. So this is the result, you just keep in the mind. Now friends, we have a next is a test for alcohol. So in this first we take the Lucas test. In Lucas test I have told you the reaction of ROH plus HCl gives in the presence of ZnCl2 gives you RCl plus H2O. This we have done in the properties of the alcohol. So same reaction will be used for all one. So here concentrate HCl plus Zn Cl2 anhydrous, that is known as the Lucas reagent. So what happened when you react primary alcohol with concentrated HCl ZnCl2? So it will have no turbidity. Turbidity means just become an opaque structure. A transparent solution become opaque, so that is called turbidity. So some giddiness comes in the solution. So primary alcohol with Lucas reagent, there is no turbidity. With secondary alcohol with Lucas reagent, turbidity appear after 5 minutes. In tertiary alcohol with Lucas reagent, turbidity appears immediately. So these are three words. With primary alcohol with Lucas reagent, no turbidity. Secondary alcohol with Lucas reagent, turbidity appear after 5 minutes. With tertiary alcohol, turbidity appears immediately. So these are the three tests for the primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol with known as Lucas reagent. Next is iodoform test. In iodoform test, only ethyl alcohol is an exception with a primary alcohol. So on primary alcohol, only ethyl alcohol gives iodoform test. The reaction is constant. When you take ethyl alcohol with 4I2 plus 6NaOH, that gives you iodoform with 5Na with 5H2O and COONa. So whatever the number of carbon you have to just make one carbon less sodium salt of carbon. So here there are two carbons, so it will give you one carbon less means HCOONa. Now this is for primary. Now rest of the alcohol, when OH is on second position, number of carbon may be any. It may be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it is there. So I am taking very few examples. So when alcohol on second position with 3 carbon, same 4I2 plus 6NaOH will be common, same CHI3 will be common, 5Na will be common, 5H2 will be common. Since there are 3 carbons, so it will give you 1 carbon less. So that will be CH3CONa, that is sodium acetate. Same way with 4 carbon, all are same. NaOH is same, iodoform is same, Na is same, water is same. Only 1 carbon less CONa. So here is a 4 carbon, so there will be 3 carbon sodium salt. So that is sodium propanoate. Same way here 5 carbons, sodium butanoate. So number of carbon may be anything, but the OH group should be on second position. If the OH group is on third position, suppose it is not on second position, when it comes to third position or any other position other than the second position, so there will be no formation of the iodoform. So this is your test, iodoform test. For primary, secondary, tertiary, your distribution of this Lucas test, and for this secondary and 2 degree alcohols with compared to the other members of the groups in organic chemistry. So you can use both the test, iodoform test and Lucas test.